Vixens' most valuable player with 54 votes is Liz Watson.
That gain to goal accuracy.
Oh, Watson! Yes, well, we see Liz Watson delivering the ball there to Steph Wood. Those are the
The most valuable player for the 2024 season to Liz Watson.
Liz, congratulations, 150 caps. That is sensational. How does it feel to be a 150 cap player?
Definitely, yeah, it takes a long time to get there, but yeah, it's very, very exciting. Such a, big achievement and something I'm very proud of.
You played a lot of your career, in fact, most of your career in Melbourne, playing for the Vixens as well. So they're always going to have a special place in your heart. What was that move like to the Sunshine Coast, and how hard was that decision to make?
Yeah, it obviously was, very good decision. I've obviously played all my career with the Melbourne Vixens, but then all my netball's been in Victoria. I followed the netball Victoria pathway from when I was 12 years old, played at that one stadium. Everything was very local, very comfortable, very homely for me, which was awesome. And they are an incredible club and I've met incredible people, but it just sort of got to that point where I just wanted that change in lifestyle, in netball, just all those things that come along with it. And I think, I've given everything I can to the club. They've given everything they can to me, and it was just such a great experience. But to be on the coast now, I've absolutely loved it. So yeah, it was awesome.
And many premiership wins as well. Obviously has to be right up there as far as pilots go.
Yeah, my very first one was actually my first season for Vixens, and so in 2014. So I was like, oh, this is easy, copy and win a premiership my first season. And I was like, I love this. And then I realized how hard they are to come by, and how, I was the youngest, one of the youngest in the team at the time, and just in a team of superstars. So I was playing centre more, so I feel like I just took centre pass and then let everyone do everything else. But obviously the second one in 2020, I definitely realised how hard they are, and it takes a lot to win a premiership. So I was very lucky with my first one.
And also, I guess your pathway growing up in the Victorian netball space, what was that like for you? And was there a moment that you went, I wanted to make netball my career?
Not so much. I think growing up we didn't have it, on tally as much as we do now, and players coming to clinics, all that sort of stuff. We probably didn't have as much of that when I first started, but I definitely just loved playing, and I think I never really was that kid who dreamed of playing for Australia or playing for my state. I just really, really enjoyed it. I had a very sporty family, so I pretty much did everything that, sport offers with my two brothers, and mum and dad really involved, so that was awesome. But probably got later high school years where I was really, keen on netball and just wanted to get better and stronger and fitter and take it a lot more seriously. So I was very lucky in my first contract, which was awesome.
Let's fast forward now to the point where you are the Australian Diamonds captain. What was it like getting that call for your first Diamonds game, wearing the dress, and then getting a call up that you're going to be the captain?
Very, very surreal. I guess my first Diamond sport appearance came after my first season, and then I was out and in. So it took me a while to get the first cap, but I guess that was over in England. To have my family there supporting was incredible. It's a weird feeling. Like, you run out there. I came on, I think, at 3/4 time. It's all blur, but it's one of those games that I remember. There's only a few games that really stand out that I actually remember, what it felt like, where I was. And then I've been very lucky with the career that I've had and the people I've played with. And I guess the captaincy came during a lockdown, actually. I was doing quarantine in Perth. I'm getting ready for a series. So it happened over Zoom. But I guess the most special thing about that was that it was voted from the current squad of the players there. And to me, that was the best thing, to know that I'm leading the girls who want me in that position. It wasn't just sort of handed to me from the top. It was really, came from the girls. And that's something I, hold close to my heart and take very seriously, because they're the ones who chose me.
I love your leadership style and what you bring to the game. You're such an incredible role model for our women as well. How important is it for you to not only show your leadership skills for our younger ones, but also to show them how fun netball is to be a part of, so that one day we have our next generation of Sunball Super League.
Yeah, it is really important. I guess I always want to be that athlete that, they're fair, they're competitive, they're strong, they're well respected across from their team, but everybody else they're playing against. And for me, I've always gone by, my actions speak louder than words. And it's something as mum has said to me growing up that, if you ask me to help you and go along this journey with you, you have to be out there doing it as well and actually leading by example. It does sound so cliche, but for me, if I'm, doing the right things and supporting my team as much as I can, people tend to follow and want to do the same and want to support you and support the group. Messaging and things in timeouts. For me, I don't really use my voice a lot, so it's something I have to learn to actually demand, different things at different times in games or stressful moments. But the biggest thing I can do is just go out there and do it and show everyone this is what we want to do, this is how we want to do this, and inspire the next generation, because there's so many young girls that absolutely love the netball. They love chatting, they love getting a photo, all that sort of stuff, and kind of forget how important that is when you get caught up in a busy season. Every single week, playing, training as hard as you can. There's so many fans out there who just want you to say hi or wave to them. They don't care about this score, they don't care about the win or how well you played or how bad you played. They just want a photo and a wave. So you have to, put it into perspective as well.
The Sunshine Coast Lightning, this is year 2, and you guys are lucky enough to be all back together this year. What do you love the most at the Sunshine Coast Lightning?
It's definitely that family feel with the team, with the wider staff, but then also the community. You can really feel how much they support us and just want to be there and encourage us. Home games are incredibly loud. They're very passionate and supportive, which we love. But to have the 10 girls back together is really exciting. And I think everyone's just wants to take that step forward. I think we were there and thereabouts last year. We had so many really, really close games. So I think the drive and the hunger's there, and that's we're really excited and a really motivated thing to go into a season.
What's the focus for the Sunshine Coast Lightning 2025?
Turning those narrow losses into wins, I guess, is a big one. We had so many games, under 5 or 6 goals or whatever it was. So how we can find a way to win those ones, just bring in that aggression, that, confidence, that stepping out there and just, wanting to be that really strong team that, teams are scared to play against and know it's going to be a tough game. This competition is extremely close, and, there's only 8 teams and the ladder's always getting tighter and tighter every year. The Super Shot brings another element. There's so many things that are coming into this comp at the moment. So we know that to get into the finals is incredibly tough, and then to go all the way is even harder. So we're of course.
And with experience like yours, you know what it's like to win premierships, so we like that. Lastly, if there was one key moment from your netball career thus far, can you put it down to one moment, or is there a couple that you just go, I can't choose?
There are so many. I think it was definitely my very, very first game in this league with the Vixens back in 2014. It was at home. I just remember running out and having all my family and friends in the stands, which is incredible. It just felt like a blur. And then I think obviously the gold medals are incredible at the comp games of World Cup, but equally the silvers that I won at the previous comp games at World Cup just gave me so much learning, the drive to want those goals. So I feel like I've been on that journey of, the disappointment of losing and then how we can go back and win that goal. But there are probably too many. I guess it is all the off-court stuff I love too, the friendships that you do make your friends for life.
Congratulations, Liz Watson on 150 caps. That is truly remarkable. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.